Hello Super Friends and welcome to today's DC-tastic upload. For today, it's all about the DC Direct Classic Silver Age Superman and Lois Lane Deluxe Action Figure 2-pack. This one, much like the Batman and Robin 2-pack from the Classic Silver Age, takes us back to the early days of DC Direct. Now the look of the packaging on this action figure 2-pack is just amazing. What they put into designing something that, just like the rest of them, looks like it could have been on the shelf contemporary with the toys of the Silver Age DC Comics characters is outstanding. Now this action figure set actually comes with a really cool display base and American flag. It comes with a special cape and flying rig and a deadly piece of kryptonite. Ooh. Extra! Each figure includes interchangeable hands for exciting action poses. Lois Lane features a cloth skirt and removable handbag. On the back of the box, we have all of the writing. We have other action figures which you could purchase around the same time. The Flash, the Wonder Woman, the Big Bart of Mr. Miracle, the Orion and Darkseid 2-pack, Flash and Speedy. I'm just going to grab the box and pull it in closer. That way, if you want to pause the video and read what it says on the back of the packaging here, you can do so. But alright, we've spent enough time on the outside looking in. Let's open it up. And here we see the handsome couple on the turnaround here. And you can see that they're nice and bright and very, very Silver Age looking. Lois has her little notepad. Superman's got his American flag with all the stars and stripes. Coming around the back, we can see Superman's cape is whooshed off to the side just a little bit there. All the coloring seems to be just right. And they have the red and the blue of Superman contrasted with the green, the brown, and the beige of Lois Lane. It's so perfect as far as the Silver Age version of the characters go that I just fell madly in love with it the first time that I saw it, and my first set was actually a wedding gift from my wife way back in 2002. Fabulous. So let's just start at the feet of Superman and work our way up, and take note that they put all of the right sculpting in all of the right places. Also, I think that blue that a lot of Superman fans tend to look for, they tend to think of as the right Superman blue. I think they hit the nail on the head with this one. I think this is the blue that we tend to all be looking for. And the detail on this figure is pretty darn impressive. The sculpting at the top of the boots is on point. The belt buckle and outside trunks is accurate. The muscular stature of his abs and his pecs is right on point with the comic books of the time. The S on his chest is sculpted in and looks just amazing. And then, unlike a lot of other DC Direct figures, the top half of Superman's cape is actually sculpted right onto his body, with the cape being a separate piece attached at the back. Also, when we look at the facial sculpt of this figure, he really has the eyes, the facial features of that typical Silver Age artwork, not just in comic books, but that permeated much of the pop culture of the day. Got a nice side profile there, and then another side profile from the other side. And for the record, this Superman also has my very favorite spit curl out of all of the Superman DC Direct offerings as well. Now turn Superman around, remove the cape, and you'll see a little tiny hook, and that hook is for attaching a string to, so that when you pop on his secondary cape, his flying cape, the string can go right through the hole in the cape, and then you have a Superman in flight, which you can then hang from your ceiling, just like a lot of model airplanes did in little boys' bedrooms in the classic Silver Age. Superman comes with 2 interchangeable hands that you can pop off his existing ones and pop these ones on. The result of which is he has a flying hand on this arm, and I think that that's intended to be a flying hand as well, but it's definitely a more relaxed flying hand. At either rate, here's what it looks like when you put either one of his interchangeable hands on. And of course, Superman comes with this little tiny piece of translucent green plastic that is meant to be kryptonite, a radioactive chunk of his homeworld. So if you're looking to debilitate Superman and power him down, and just all around torture him and give him a bad day, just pop this close to him and watch him writhe in pain. Oh no, kryptonite! And of course, taking a closer look at that American flag that Superman comes with, you can see that not only is it painted nice and crisply, but all of the stripes have been sculpted on. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick that up, but all of the stripes have been sculpted on as well as painted. So DC Direct really was, at this time, all about releasing a very high quality product for their fans. Now, for an early DC Direct action figure, this Superman actually has a whole lot of articulation. For one, the head not only goes side to side because it's on that regular old peg, but it also has a hinge. So, I mean, that's their attempt at giving him a lot of neck articulation, and you gotta hand it to them. For 2001, 2002, this was actually pretty darn good. You got the shoulders, and the shoulders have quite a bit of articulation for back in the day. You got your bicep swivel, which is actually halfway down the bicep, which is a different way of doing it. You got your single jointed elbows. You got rotation at the wrists, no ab, no waist, and I honestly think that an ab and waist articulation would probably not help this figure. It would hinder the sculpt, so I'm okay with that. You got your groin, which goes forward and backwards, but that's it. It doesn't actually have anything else as far as outward mobility. And then you got your single jointed knees, as was common back in the day, and then you have articulated ankles to get them into flight poses. Not rockers, but they do go backwards and forwards, just not left and right. Still, that's a lot of articulation for an early DC Direct action figure. Now, Lois Lane is a unique offering in the sense that we don't get very many Lois Lane action figures. And it's really cool that we managed to get a Silver Age one right back in the early days of DC Direct. But Lois comes with a cloth goods skirt, which is kind of interesting. I don't recall DC Direct doing very much with fabric. I know there was a Wonder Woman that had a fabric skirt, and they've done some capes and stuff like that. But for DC Direct to do anything with fabric really is a rarity. Now, what she's wearing really does accurately depict the professional female fashion of the day, and also of the Silver Age comic books. I also think it's fun that this Lois Lane figure comes with a purse, a pencil, and a cheeky little pad of paper where it says, "Is Clark Kent Superman?" with a question mark. Looking closer at Lois Lane's face, I can really appreciate the effort that went into painting her face just right. All the lines are nice and crisp, there's no paint slop. And again, with those big bright eyes just like Superman, she looks like someone directly out of a Silver Age comic book. Like she just jumped off the page. Lois Lane, just like Superman, also comes with interchangeable hands. And when you pop off the old ones and you pop on the new ones, she now has the ability to look like she's running around freaking out. Ah! Ah! Nah, I kid. I've just never actually changed the hands before on the previous one that I've opened and used for display. I've always just kept the other hands in the package because I never found a really good use for these hands. Now, Lois's articulation really is a lot more limited than Superman's. For one, the skirt gets in the way. She can't really do a whole lot with the skirt on. Not that she'd be fighting crime or going jogging in a skirt. Anyway, she's a reporter. But she does have rotation up here in the bicep. She goes 360 here in the shoulders. The head's on a peg. And there's nothing in the waist, nothing in the abs, obviously. She has the single jointed knee articulation and groin articulation up here, front and backwards. Not a whole lot, but let's face it, really, this action figure, along with the Superman, were never really intended to do anything else other than stand on the action figure stand or to hang from your ceiling from a string. Now, the good thing about this classic Superman Lois Lane Silver Age Deluxe 2-pack is that they're plentiful on eBay still. So if you're looking at this going, man, I wish I had one, just hit up eBay. And I usually see them for between $45 to $65 plus shipping, which for something that came out in like 2001, 2002, that is an amazing price. Seriously, this Superman figure is in my top 10 Superman action figures list. Absolutely. And there it will stay, likely until the day I die. But I'm just one guy, and that's my view of the classic Silver Age Superman Lois Lane box set. I'd love to know what yours is. Would you like this? Do you have this? Did you have it at one point and then you sold it because you got kind of bored of it? Let me know down in the comments section below, because I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please take the time to leave a like on it so I know that you liked the video. And if you think you might want to see more of my sort of content show up in your inbox, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And remember to ding the bell so that you never miss a video. And I'll see you in the next one. Have an awesome day, super friends. Thank you very much. I got a fly flying around right where I'm recording, and it's ending up in my video. Hold on. Get out of here, fly. I say it. Oh, yeah. Get away from my light. It's mine. You're pooping on everything. Turn the light off then. See how you like that.